It is a period of civil war. The spaceships of the rebels, striking swift, from base unseen, have gained a victory over a cruel galactic empire now adrift. Amidst the battle, rebellion spies prevailed and stole the plans to a space station vast, whose powerful beams will later be unveiled. A crushed planet, 'tis the Death Star blast, pursued by agents sinister and cold. Now Princess Leia to her home doth flee, delivering plans of a new hope they hold, of bringing freedom to the galaxy. In time so long ago begins our play, in a star-crossed galaxy, far, far away. 'Tis I, C-3PO, and R2-D2, aboard this rebel ship. Now is the summer of our happiness, made winter in this sudden fierce attack. Our ship is under siege, I know not how. How thou'st heard? The main reactor fails. We shall surely most be destroyed by this. I warrant madness lies herein.
Bait, 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 squeak, bait, 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 wee!
We're doomed. The princess shall have no escape this time. I fear this battle doth portend the end of the rebellion. Oh, what misery. Now watch, amazed, as swift through the door the army of the Empire flieth in. As the troopers through the passage doors pour, they murdered several dozen rebel men. Pray, R2-D2, where art thou?
Bait, mate.
At last. Where hast thou been? I fear they come in this direction. Pray, what shall we do? My circuitry overloads. My mind is overthrown, and fear hath put its grip in my wires. We shall be sent to that place I dread, the castle spice mines, where no droid returns, and there be blasted into who knows what. Arnon, R2-D2, where dost thou go? Oh prithee, leave me not alone.
Ay, even though I mock and injure thee, I surely die if thou'st ever leave me.
I, Stormtrooper the First, and here, and I have news. The Death Star plans we could not find here. Nor are they on the main computer, Lord. In short, they are not here. And there is an end.
Thou'st speak well, my stormtrooper, and yet not well upon my ear shall it fall.
Yes, my lord. I understand, my lord.
I return thee, thou rebel. A, I lift thy head above my own, and thou'st could not choose to keep thy secrets locked safe in that head. And therefore, how those lose thy life that hold is dearest, and oh, how I keep thy head and thus thy life. My patient runneth quickly, that very much like the sands of the dunes across Tatooine. So tell me how thou dieth quick. Where shall thou enter find those transmissions thou intercept?
Where hast thou done? Where did those plans?
My lord, my hidden life I value certain 'tis, and yet to thee I must report we have not intercepted one transmission. This is a consular ship, and nothing more, on diplomatic mission.
Thou knave? With last breath, how hear those words if I could speak upon consular ship. Where is thou ambassador? Rend thou ship this apart, till the plans are found, and bring me any passengers. Upon thy life I want them brought alive, and so another dies by my own hand. This hand which is now encased in blackness. Oh, that wretched fingers of this hand has not known the pain or suffering it's ever known, and now in my path joined unto the dark, and wicked men whose hands and fingers move to crush their foes are now my company. So shall my fingers ever undertake to do more evil. This, my hand, shall do the empire's building evermore, and thus we shall see how fingers presage death, and these hands become the instruments of fate.
I, Stormtrooper the First, am searching for... You! I've been stunned. Princess Leia! 'Tis I, Trooper 2. I have captured Princess Leia, who is stunned. She is well. Now go inform the dread Lord Vader we have caught a prisoner. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck me. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck. Come help me first. Help me first before you go tell him. Come help me. Help me. Help me. Oh my god. What are you worth? You're worth. Oh my god. You're terrible. You're terrible. No.
And may mostly drinks flow swift and free, when Vader grants us rewards for work well done.
Hold. Thou'rt not permitted to go in there. Deactivate. Those shall he sure be. R2, don't do that.
Wait.
Thou shall not label me a mindless brute philosopher. Nay. Thou glob of grease, thou imp. Thou rubbish bucket fit for scrap, thou blue pile of silver and doth bang. Now come and get hence away before thus anyone sees.
Bait, squeak, bait, wee!
What secret mission? What plans? What does thou talk about? I surely do not get it. I warrant I'll regret this, so I say.
Hello there. This golden droid has been a friend, 'tis true, and yet I wish to still his prating tongue. An imp he calleth me. I'll be revenged, and merry pranks aplenty I shall pay upon this promptest droid C-3PO. Yet not in language shall my pranks be done. Around both humans and droids, I must be seen to make such irate beeps and squeaks that they shall think me simple. Truly though, Although, with sounds oblique, I speak to them, I clearly see how I shall play my part, and how a vast rebellion shall succeed by wit and wisdom of a simple droid.
Now climb the metal pair into the pod, which thrust been from the ship like a laser blast, and to the planet's face, as straight as rod, and capsule takes the droids by power of vasts. RTD2 and I are among an escape pod. 'Tis but a jest, surely we are mocked. For RTD2, plainly canst thou see the damage but minor below. Canst thou be sure that this pod is safe?
But
Oh!
Darth Vader, only thou couldst be so bold. When first my ship was under siege, I knew 'twas thee who had this peaceful vessel sacked. The Imperial Senate shall not stand for this. For when they hear thou hast attacked a ship on diplomatic mission,
Ah, yes. Princess. Peace. Does thou not be surprised? Well, for thou known a mercy mission was this not this time. Thine innocent appearance doth a disguise, a heart of revolution in its core. And several missions were then beamed upon this ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent. And prith thou speak well, or thou speak last, for thine feigner neck's been crushed by my hand.
thine idle threat is meaningless to me. My neck, my tongue, my mouth, these instruments of speech have not the power to relate the knowledge that thou seekest. For certain 'tis I nothing know of what thou ask of me, for I am but a member of the great Imperial Senate, bound for Alderaan on mission diplomatic.
Nay, thou liest. Now art word for rebel alliance vile, and the worst, a traitor. Take this one away. The blood, the wires that leap within the fire, with these traitorous words I must endure.
Lord, holding her is dangerous. If word of this is told, then sympathy may rise for the rebellion in the Senate's mind. So shall our power, or all the universe, be weakened by this wicked, cunning wench. 'Tis like the tale my mother told me once of bygone emperor whose reign was lost when putrid Bergenauts rose against his throne. So hath my mother said, and I with her, a deathly blow oft come from the tiniest fist, and greatest tree may fall by the smallest axe.
Commander, peace, and trouble thy nine mind, and take the old tales. The princess shall reveal her treachery when all due is done. The rebel spies are traced to her, and now my only link to find the hidden rebel base.
I'll wager she will die ere she tells me.
Leave that to me. Now go, be on the way, and take this task And send thou signal of distress, and then inform the signet of all aborn were killed. And so shall our presence be here hidden from sight, and thus be swift attack shall not be known.
I, the captain, is entering. Lord Vader, sorry I am to report, there are no battle plans aboard the ship, and neither were transmissions made. There was but one escape pod jettison emitted. The fighting, but no life forms were aboard. For certain, 'twas a harmless accident.
With purpose, rank must have she been quickly hidden the plans upon thy escape pod.
Woman vile, however, could she deceive my subtle mind? The plans in the escape pod, oh, most rare.
Pray, cease thy speech, and mark ye when I say, take thou a keen and swift detachment down, and bring me back the plans. Commander, go see the task thyself before the chime, and there shall be none to stop our plan this time.
And now, dear viewers, shall our play go to a stark planet of dreary for our next scene? Imagine sand, rocks, within thy view. Prepare thy flying souls, for we fly to Tatooine. Forsooth, how did we get into this mess? I tell verily thee, I do not know how 1,000 Tantatum bowls could not produce a greater desertation than this place. At last, we too are made for suffering. I fear our two, 'tis our lot in life. More than 6 million forms of speech I know, yet not one shall help me now. Wait. Now I must rest before I come apart. My joints are nearly frozen. I freeze. For 'tis as though a vicious cold of death has sunken deep into my circuitry. Oh, what a desolate terrain this is.
Beep, bait. Bait, bait, bait. Whistle. Bait, bait, mate, bait.
Where dost thou think they're going?
Bait, bait, bait. Now shall I leave his company a while? Belike my absence shall alleviate his obstinate resolve, and teach him the thoughts of kindness, care, and good humility.
Well, I shall not go with thee thither, droid. 'Tis too rocky. Canst thou perceive? Nay, hardly true. For the sun upon thy cold and hard exterior hath surely warped thine often prudent mind. Pray understand, the road herein is better far. Why dost thou think that settlements will be found you?
Bait, bait.
By thou not technical with me, or else thine input valve may be swift received, a heavy helping of my golden foot.
Bait, squid.
What mission? What dost thou speak of?
Squeak, squeak. Bait.
More of thee I shall not take. Now go, hithens. Thou shalt not mend functions a day through nearsighted pile of scrap. Now thou's my travel hence upon thy way to find mission in thy scarlac pit. And thou shalt know, for lo these thousands of years, a pain I suffer as thine counterpart. And be not behind me, Ave kai knave, to mark me not follow, nor seek thou help, for those no satisfaction shall receive.
Beep, 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 meep. Beep, 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 beep. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Nor with these thine avengers I shall not go upon thine way. Malfunctioning small fool, 'tis all his fault, he tricked me, so I shall go this way, when I shall not fare well. O gods above, why have I once again been short with our two? Sending him away, I trust he knoweth well I hold him dear. Though in his presence oft speech may be cruel, 'tis words that do betray my better self, when harshly they expressed my droidly rage. And yet for protocol I made, and must with words fulfill my task, so 'tis true that words are both my ruin and my strength. And yet, although I find myself adrift and lost within a speechless sea of sand, this word is true as words have been truth. Forever lost I shall lose him, but wait, what is that? A transport? Saved I am. Hark, hark, over here. None, please help. A vessel vast comes forth across the sand and takes C-3PO within its hold. But what is R2-D2's grand mission? How does doubt the tale tell a small droid's unfolding tale?
Beep. Ooh. Beep, 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 squeak.
'Tis I, Jabba 1. Pesca banan, 'tis pesca banan balata.
Ah! Beep, beep, squeak. Beep, 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 beep. Ah!
'Tis I, Jawa 2. Stan. Untrach. Imagine now that on this stage you see many droids and creatures quite bizarre, and yet amid this ghastly company, herein two friends reunited are. Good, R2, D2. Oi, 'tis you there.
Beep, 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 whistle. Squeak, beep, meep, beep.
Wait.
'Tis I, Trooper 3.
'Tis I, Trooper 4.
There was someone here. Within this pod, indeed, the tracks go off that way. See?
Behold, sir, either someone large hath dropped his ring, or else this fragile circle here doth mean that we have found droids on Tatooine.
Tatooine. At last, this vehicle of death has thou stopped. So greatly I feared what happens next, that I am shaken to my core within, and they say that fear is better twice faced with two together stand. Thus swift shall my dear R2 wake up, wake up.
Beep, squeak.
We're doomed. Dost thou think that they've really melted us down?
Mi punta. Nyaka. Bleh.
Should not. Oh, shall the torment never end? First captured by these Jawas, small and vital, and now we face a fate unknown. The first face better than the next. I would rather not beat an ill than I have flown to others I've not known. Husband,
'Tis I, Owen. On. Now, let us go.
Oh look! Oh look! Pray till thine uncle he shall find a translator, be sure. Boke speaks. 'Tis true, the last droid that Owen brought was more dud than droid we ever purchased in the deal. Uncle, it seems we have little choice, dear aunt. And yet, I shall remind him thou'st stay.
Again it falls to me, a simple man, to take a leading role in matters grave. For I must choose a droid today, 'tis true. But also I must teach this dad, this Luke, to learn and grow, and to become a man. Although when I was young, I too had dreams of far-off stars and distant galaxies. I'd learn to work the lands, to raise the crops, and thus I shall trade pass on to him. Adopted son of mine and strangely dear, I had not asked for fate to bring a son to me, for I had thought to have no hair. Yet do Beer and I feel for this child a measure of affection, and as well as the burden of responsibility. Pray tell me, Jawa Small, what hast today?
Mi punta pratinga.
Nay, not that one. These Jawas offer first the low list. 'Tis ever in their nature to deceive.
'Tis I, C-3PO.
Droid, I assume that thou art programmed well. For etiquette and protocol, 'tis true.
Protocol is my primary function. 'Tis I am well versed in all the customs, sir.
No need. I have a droids with protocol.
Not in this habitat. Thou speak true. Has thou ever need a sand of protocol? When a sand or a stone or a rock need etiquette. However, I am also made
Peace. What I need's a droid who knows the binary tongue of moisture vapors.
Oh, but sir, my first employment was in programming a binary load, a lifter, like thy vaporators. May most respected. My service and my worth I'll prove to him. If I must speak 1,000 hours more, for certain, I shall die and return once more to a rank of captive.
Well, speakest thou voice?
Truly, sir, 'tis like a second language to my soul.
Pray cease. So, shall I have this one here?
Praise the day. Now you shall truly choose my R2A. I shall be pleased.
Luke, take thou these droids unto our vast garage. My wish it is they cleaned be ere we done.
On to Tusk Station I would go. There are obtain power converters. Fine.
Thou canst go with thy friends another time, when all thy chores have been fulfilled. Go to.
How I shall be mocked and verily abused by my noble commands. Hear that once again my uncle has denied my reverent wish to be with them instead. 'Tis well. Come here, droids.
Beep. Oh.
Go hence.
Beep, squeak. Beep, beep, squeak. Meep, beep. Babe, if I go not with him, my foolishness shall render no one service. Thus, Habib.
Pray, Uncle Owen, look! Behold, this RTD2 unit, pray hath a full smoking motivator.
Vicious connive. Say in what manner dost thou try upon our goodly wills to ply thy thievery? So shall I rip thy brown and ragged robes to shreds if thou set not this matter right? Now speak. Babe, squeak.
Your pardon, sir. The RT unit which thou sink in prime condition A, 'tis a bargain. He shall serve thee well. Now, if I could convince the human here to purchase R2, along with me I shall win the day, and I shall yon RT dwell in peace with me. What shall he answer? Uncle Owen, say, hast thou considered the blue droid yonder?
What of that blue one? That one shall be ours.
Oh, victory! Next, I'll praise him for his choices. Luke, a noble choice did thou to make a master, for thou shalt surely be pleased with this new droid. I shall be confident to report thee has his first-class condition, sir, for I have worked with him before. He comes...
Babe, mate, babe, squeak.
On, away we go! 'Tis I, C-3PO. Forget thou this moment shall not, faithless droid. I shall put my neck at risk for thee. It is quite beyond my mind's capacity. All praise to the Maker, verily. This oily bath shall heal provide. The glow of warmth of Coruscant doth not match. A bright and warm soothing oil brings me. The case of dust contaminate with beneath my fall mighty and renders me unable, I'll be sworn to move at all.
I rue the day I came into this place, this drab and barren rock called Tatooine. But wherefore have I reason to complain? Do sandstorms not invade both rich and poor? We are not promised equality in life. Both rich and poor alike pertain to me. For certain, though in toil I am most rich. By want of keen adventure I am poor. Thus I declare that whether rich or poor, the lot I received from fate is unfair. My comrade Biggs hath righty guessed, I fear, that never shall I leave this stricken place.
Oh, exclaimed tragedy. Shall I speak? Is there, dear sir, aught I might to do help?
Nay, droid. Let's thou canst alter time, or make the harvest come apace, or goodly friend, if thou canst somehow bear my body hence by magical conveyance, yet unknown.
I think not. Sir, for merely droid I am, and I have not the knowledge of such things as thou. Not this planet, anyway. In troth, I do not know which planet this one be.
If sands are bright the universe contains, then surely, droid, hast thou now found thyself as far from it as thou canst possibly be?
I see, sir.
Surely thou mayst call me Luke.
I see, Sir Luke.
Thou jolly droid.
Just Luke.
This droid, I see, is wont to prattle on. Belike his mouth is faster than his mind.
C-3PO I am, an expert, a human cyborg link, and he, my doth short blue companion, is called RTD2.
Gunnet it.
Mape squeak.
Thou hast much carbon here. It seemeth much for a fortune thou hast to know. Aye, can it be that two such joys as you can know more of a venture than a man?
We have been through a lot. I'm amazed we are still in good condition. Keep what with the rebellion in its hurly-burly ways.
Nay, can it be? The very thing of which I would know more thou hast experienced. Pray, knowest thou of the rebellion against the empire tried?
Ay, for certain. 'Tis how we came upon thine employment. If thou comprehend my simple meaning, sir. Now his officiage turned all eagerness. Oh, this manner I've seen. A man intoxicated with a dream.
And hast thou been in many battles? Speak. Whatever morsel thou mayest serve to me shall be a feast unto my waiting ear. The smallest tale of battle, lost or won, shall feed my soul's never-ending appetite.
Many full battles, sire, but I fear I have little food to fill thine heart. A banquet, sadly, I cannot prepare, till certain the tales I am no chef, but rather I confess that not much more that I am an interpreter, and not much good at telling stories. Verily, I'm not the salt or spice to season them.
'Tis well, my droid. So shall my hunger wait to feast one day upon another's tale. My little bot, thou hast got something jammed herein. Hast thou been a cruiser or...
Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are my only hope. My only hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Pray, what is this? Squike?
He says 'tis nothing, sire. A mere malfunction. Bygone data, sire. Please pay no mind to it.
But who is she? For is far more beautiful than all the stars.
I truly do not know, sire. I suspect she was a passenger aboard our last ship. A person of importance, I believe. First 'twas adventure. Second, 'tis this lass. 'Tis certain my new master has a wealth of passion and eager to bestow.
Say, is there any more recordings, George?
Squeak, beep. Behave thyself, R2. For thou shalt get us both in trouble. Be content. Trust him to be true. He's our master now.
Bait, 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 mate, bait, squeak, bait, mate, squeak, woo.
He saith he doth belong to Obi-Wan Kenobi, a resident of parts nearby, and 'tis a private message for him. For all my wits, I do not know what he means, for our last master was Sir Anakil's, and alas, we have all endured. This dear R2 unit is quite eccentric.
Squeak! Oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I suspect old Ben Kenobi, he doth mean, perhaps, first droids, then tales of battles fought in space, and now a damsel cries in beams of light. Did ever destiny come knocking thus?
I beg your pardon, sire, but no ought to know of what he speaks.
I know not any man named Obi-Wan Kenobi, yet old Ben resides beyond the Dune Sea, and there dwells much like a hermit, strange and lone.
Oh, help me! Obi-Wan Kenobi, thou'st my only hope.
I wonder who she is. Whoever she may be, whatever is her cause, I shall unto her please respond. Not in were she my sister, could I know a duty of more weight than I feel now. It seemeth she some dreadful trouble has. Mayhaps I should replay the message. Ho, babe, squeak, squeak, babe, ho, babe.
Our tooth doth say, the bolt restraining him doth short-circuited. His full recording system, he saith he is, doth wouldn't with speed remove the bolt, he would display the full recording. What purpose shall I serve unto this man? Am I to guide, encourage, counsel? What? Thus, truly I play the wise interpreter. For 'tis truly the part I know best.
What? Thou seemest too small to run away. If I should take this off, good little droid, so cleverly thou bringest messages that thou hast won my trust. Now thou art free. Oh wait, where hath she gone? What villainy! How hast thou dampened that celestial light wherein she spoke of late? Now bring her back. Play the message full, thou naughty droid. Mate.
What message, errant droid? The one that thou hast been playing? Which thou have hold within? This rusty energy. Oh, alas, we shall be deactivated. Oh, Luke! Pray, Luke!
I shall be there anon. Good Aunt Uru?
I'm sorry, sir, for it doth seem like ye acquired a minor flutter.
Thus she comes, and thus she goes. Yet ever on my sight her beautiful fine countenance shall shine. So here's my vow. I'll see her once again, in beam or hope on hope, with my own eyes. For now I must depart to dine. Pray see if thou canst remedy this R2 droid.
Who? Consider, thou, if thou shalt play the message back for him.
Bait mate, who, we.
Nay, I do not believe he liketh thy.
Vape squeak.
Nay, thee like either.
Now are the pieces all arranged for me to make a daring move and fly this place. The fool who sets the game in motion appear unto C-3PO and Luke. No more than if you were an errant connive, but hear the voice of R2-D2 all. My noble purpose I'll accomplish yet, to take to Obi-Wan the princess's news, to take my master Luke away from here, and in the end, perhaps more vital still, to make connection twixt the two good men. A foolish thing this flight may seem to thee, and yet more fine than foolish shall it be.
My uncle, thou should know my mind. Methinks the RT-D2 unit we bought may be stolen.
Thievery hath there been part and parcel of the Jawa's trade, but in thine utterance I sense there's more. So say, young Luke, why thinkest thou thereon?
Good uncle. Well, I know the Jawa's tricks. Yet, as thou sayest, I mean something more. A stolen moment with those droids hath shown me a reason that they may be stolen. I did uncover a recording whilst cleaning R2. He purports the property of someone known as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Thus, I thought he may be stolen. As to the name, this Obi-Wan Kenobi, I wondered if perhaps he meant Ben? Can thou make sense?
Nay.
Yet, I wonder if this Obi-Wan Kenobi, perchance, may be some kin to the yonder Ben.
Fey, shall that old man now haunt my home? That wizard is a damned scurvy man. Tomorrow shall thou take the R2 droid to Anchorhead and have its memory erased. And so shall there be an end. Be true.
Aye, but what if this Obi-Wan Kenobi appears and lays claim onto this R2 droid? What's stolen may be worth looking into?
The looking shall not happen, nor the find, for I believe the man doth not exist. And now, shall I by a lie destroy the man, lest he be given new life in Luke's young mind? The boy a keen imagination hath. This Obi-Wan hath not for ages walked within the universe. He is no more. 'Twas many moons ago the old man died. Aye, truly he hath met his end about the time when men did battle to the grave. The time before the empire ruled supreme. The time wherein thy father died as well.
He knew my father.
Though I tell of men and wars and battles, brave, still all he hears is the word father. Prithee, Luke, forget. Thy task is to prepare the droid for work. Tomorrow in the morning shall they be upon the south ridge, laboring with those condescenders.
Aye, but I believe these droids shall serve us well. In truth, good uncle, I must confess my mind is moved to think upon the pack, twixt thee and me and our agreement, namely that I shall stay here another season. Crops shall grow in these harsh climes, and will show growth pains me. And so, my uncle, if these droids shall satisfy, I wish my application to transmit unto the great academy this year.
Nay, Luke, Nuncle's heart is breaking. Canst thou mean the next semester hence before the harvest time?
Just so, just plentiful are droids.
A harvest time I need ye the most. Wilt thou here in the desert yet desert? 'Tis only one more season. This year I shall make enough to harvest time to hire more hands to help. Then canst thou go next year to the academy. To pilot is a noble trade, my boy, but family is nobler still. I prithee understand. I need thee, Luke.
'Tis one entire year.
'Tis only one more season.
Ay, so said. Though when my dearest friends Biggs and Tank did leave, now cracks a hopeful heart when by land a man's ambition firmly grounded are. So shall a bird never learn to fly or soar when the wings are clipped by crops and roots and soil. Pray, whither fliest thou, Luke? It seems, dear aunt, I nowhere to go, nor flee, nor sail, no fly. Instead, I must remain and clean these droids. Oh, Owen, he cannot abide, with us 'Tis true his friends are mostly gone. It's a hearth great meaning for our well-loved Luke this bird sure surely fly.
So promise I that I shall set all things right, Baru. The bird shall fly indeed, when the time is ripe, and when the nest hath no more need of him.
But Owen, he's hath not a farmer's heart. This apple falls quite near his father's tree.
'Tis true, and this, my dear, is what I fear.
'Tis I, Luke, a fortune's fool. 'Tis true, 'tis true. And gazing now upon the double sun of my home, Tatooine, I fully know well that else lies my destiny not here, although my uncle's will is that I stay. My heart within me bursts to think that among the spheres I wish to roam, adventure, rebellion, stir my blood. And oft these repeated words of my mate Biggs, I do believe that all the world's star, a beyond and heavenly light, that I shall fly far.